Hey guys, Clay here. This is our 2017 Ford Raptor. I'm going to show you how to remove the front bumper. If you guys have any questions, click the info button or the link in the description. So let's get started. So we're on the passenger side skid plate. There's 2 bolts here in the front, then there's 1 bolt in the back of the skid plate. We're going to go ahead and use our 13mm socket and remove those. So those same 2 bolts on the driver's side. So now we're at that bolt on the rear of the skid plate on the driver's side, and that's a 15mm. Now we're on the passenger side. Now I'm just using my shoulder to hold up the skid plate. It's pretty light. If you guys want to use a floor jack, you can. So now we got our skid plate out. I'm just going to keep all our hardware together. We're just going to set this off to the side in case we need to reuse it on installation. So now we're going to remove these factory U-nuts. There's 2 on this bracket. And then we've got another one back here. Now we're going to repeat the same process on the driver's side. Next, we need to remove this plastic bumper insert. You can buy these little plastic clip removal tools. These are to remove door panels and other things. This is going to help you prevent from chipping the paint. You're just going to want to wedge this underneath one of the corners and start. There's no real specific way to take this off. You're just kind of pulling clips apart. So just kind of be easy as you work your way around. And you'll feel the clips pull out. And if you're successful and you don't break anything, that's what you end up with. Underneath the plastic grille on the driver's side, you can see this void with these 3 studs. This is where the adaptive cruise control module will be on some models. Our truck does not have that. There are relocation kits for this module. If you're installing a new bumper, which is why we're taking this one off, you're going to need to consider that and buy that relocation bracket if you have the module. So we're going to go ahead and move on. We need to remove these support bars on the side of our bumper, so let's go on to that. So the next thing we need to do is remove the support bar. We just got an 8mm socket. Now there's another bolt here on the inside of the frame, 8mm too. We're just going to remove that. Now we're going to repeat the same process on the driver's side. So now we are on the passenger side and on the back side of the bumper. So there are 3 sets of fasteners on each side. You've got 1 on the rear and then 2 on the front. I'm going to go ahead and remove both the passenger and driver side rear hardware. Don't forget to do the same process on the other side. So now we're on the front of our bumper and you've got 2 more fasteners on each side. So we're just going to remove those. I'm not going to take this fastener all the way off. Once I get towards the end, I'm just going to leave a couple of threads on there. We'll remove the other side, hold the bumper up, and then you'll just be able to take that one off by hand. Should make it easier to remove the bumper. All right, so we're just going to remove this hardware we got by hand on there. This will be left on over here. There's a splash shield right up front with some little plastic trees. Just going to kind of need to pull that off without scratching up your truck. And there's your Raptor bumper. So we're going to set this to the side. So next thing we've got are these plastic dust shields. Now these just slip over your toe rings. So we've got one on each side. We're just going to go ahead and remove those. So the next thing we need to do is remove this bracket behind the tow hook. We're going to remove this U-nut too. Well, there you go, guys. Really shouldn't take longer than 45 minutes or an hour to remove your factory bumper. Make sure to keep track of all your hardware in case you need that in the future. Now, if you guys have any questions, remember to click the info button or the link in the description. Thanks.